putting the finishing touches on the tree here. It's such a marvelous time of the year. And this year, it's particularly special. You know why? Because we get to say bye-bye 2020. I don't think there are going to be very many people with teary eyes saying farewell to the old year. No. And hopefully 2021 will bring us back together again at some point. Let's welcome our chaplain, Freth Carroll, for a very special holiday season message. Freth?
Well, here we are again. Now it's December and we've made it through Thanksgiving. It's still 2020 and some of us will be glad to see this year go. When I was preparing for the presentation this month, I looked up a little bit about the history of Christmas. After all, Jesus was a Jew, and for Christians, Jesus is the reason for the season. I found out a few things that you might find interesting. Before the birth of Jesus, the European countries celebrated light and birth in the darkest days of winter, during the winter solstice. They slaughtered a lot of their livestock, and because they didn't want to feed them through the winter, and most of their ale and wine had fermented sufficiently by now, so the feast was on. In Scandinavia, it was a Yule log. They lit the log, and as long as the log was burning, they were feasting, usually about 12 days. In Germany, it was the god Odin. He was a pagan god, though, and they believed that he made nightly flights through the sky to decide whether people would prosper or perish. A little reminiscent of Santa Claus. Now, Rome was a whole different story. They were pretty pagan, and they were pretty raucous. They celebrated the winter solstice by celebrating Saturnalia, which is the goddess of agriculture, and Juvenalia, which was in honor of the children, and the birth of Mithra, which was a god of the unconquered sun. Mithra was said to be born from a rock on December the 25th. And for some of the upper class Romans, that was the most sacred day of the year. Well, it wasn't until the 4th century that Julius I instituted the birth of Jesus as a holiday. And, you guessed it, he decided on December the 25th. Now, not many scholars think the shepherds were out tending their flock in the middle of winter. But, so, it's believed that Julius chose this date because it coincided with a lot of the pagan celebrations. And back then, they were persecuting all the Christians, like, throwing them to the lions and such. So, he decided that if he chose that date, that no one would notice a few Christians celebrating, along with the pagans. Did you know Christmas was canceled? In 1645, Oliver Cromwell vowed to rid Europe of its decadence, and so he canceled Christmas. And in the Americas, being a colony, in 1659 through 1681, they were banned Christmas also. And as a matter of fact, it was illegal in Boston, and you were fined if you were caught celebrating. So, Christmas in the United States, or in the Americas, was not declared a federal holiday until June the 26th, 1870. That's almost 200 years later. And through the writings of Washington Irving and Charles Dickens, Christmas became more family-friendly and charitable. It took the Americans only about 100 years to develop their own traditions, include pieces of all the cultures from all those immigrants that moved into this country. Most families quickly bought into the idea that they were celebrating Christmas the way it had been done for centuries, when in reality, they had reinvented the holidays to fill in the cultural needs of a growing nation. So what about Santa Claus? Well, most of us know that Santa Claus came from a monk called St. Nicholas, who was born in Turkey in 280 AD. He went about the countryside, spreading his wealth and helping the poor and the sick. And he became the protector of children and sailors. And St. Nick came to the Americas in the 18th century when Dutch families gathered to celebrate the death of St. Nicholas. And the accounts of St. Nicholas can be found in the story, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." A few fun facts. Each year, 30 to 35 million real Christmas trees are sold in the United States, and there are 21,000 Christmas tree growers. Now, those trees grow for about 15 years before anybody cuts them down. Eggnog came from Captain John Smith's 1607 Jamestown settlement, and the poinsettia from an American minister to Mexico who brought the plant back. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, surprisingly enough, came from a poem that was written in order to entice shoppers to the department store Montgomery Ward's. Some of us remember that. And the construction workers started the Rockefeller Christmas tree. Well, whatever your traditions and customs are, you've probably adopted a few new ones this year since it's a little out of the ordinary. And whether it's the winter solstice or the birth of Jesus or Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, my thoughts go to peace, charity, generosity, family and friends, and of course, food. I'll miss some of these this year. I'll miss the Christmas pageants, Christmas Eve at church. We're still very, very blessed. And I pray that you'll make that phone call and send that Christmas card and not spend all your time and money shopping. Many families are struggling this year. I hope you'll keep them in your prayers. And if you can, reach out, give a hand. It's still a season of giving. Whether it's Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, I pray that you find the silver lining in what could be our worst year ever. But God is still with us. Amen. And Happy New Year. And as usual, I have a short video for your enjoyment, and hopefully it'll bring a smile to your face. Merry Christmas.
Kids, what time is it? And happy, happy, Merry Christmas. Happy, happy, Merry Christmas to you. To you. When it's cold outside and there's snow lies down, I hear
Freth. I certainly am smiling. That was a beautiful message. We have some announcements to make before we move forward. And first of all, the executive committee in our most recent Zoom meeting wanted to be sure to express to all of you a very special holiday greeting. So here they are, the executive committee.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Happy holidays!
I love Christmas and I miss everybody.
Everybody misses everybody. All right.
Hugging everybody.
1, 2, 3.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
There are some extra announcements that we also need to cover before we get to our exciting program and a very special surprise that we have lined up for you. First of all, thanks to everyone who voted for the bylaws revisions and who took time to answer the survey. Greatly appreciate that. It helps us out so much in trying to plan what we can do going forward. And one of the things I learned from the survey is that many of you are enjoying these video presentations, but there was sort of a common thread that they could be a little bit shorter. So I'm going to try and make sure that happens. We had 102 responses to the survey and the bylaws revisions, and the bylaws revisions passed 97.1% yays. So those are now a fait accompli. There were a couple of comments, however, regarding possible further changes, so those will be addressed in the coming year. And of course, the big news was the holiday raffle, the Thanksgiving Day raffle for that fabulous gourmet dinner that was prepared by Becky File. She donated her time and experience and talent for the artistry of cuisine to producing an absolutely fabulous Thanksgiving dinner. For all of the details on how much money we raised and what great fun it was, please look in our newsletter and see the article that was written by Ruth Lloyd. No need to repeat that here, just look it up in our newsletter. But I did want to share something very special. I got a voicemail from our winner, Janice Baker, and I thought I'd share her sentiment at having won our raffle. Thank you to all who participated and helped, and enjoy this.
Anna, this is Janice Baker, and I wanted to call to let you know how much I appreciate you drawing my name for the raffle for the gourmet Thanksgiving dinner I wanted. And I also plus out everything went so well, and Becky is just perfect in everything that she does, and everything was just scrumptious and exquisite, like you said, and all the goodies that included. Everything was just perfect, done perfectly and delicious, and thanks for the best Thanksgiving ever that I've ever had. I wanted to call it, this is Janice Baker. Thanks, Anna. Really appreciate it. Bye.
Thanks to the effort of the raffle and everyone who participated and helped it come true, our philanthropy is alive and well. Thank you all. We have another opportunity to help fill our coffers, and that's by using Amazon Smile. Reminding everyone that Amazon Smile is just the same old Amazon purchasing. If you're using Amazon, just go to smile.amazon.com and you can make the same purchase at the same price and the same delivery and the same free whatever it is that you get for free. But a small percentage of every qualifying purchase will be donated to us if you have selected us as your charity of choice. There is a whole process, very simple one, for choosing the charity of your choice. And in the lunch bags, there should have been a sheet of paper that explains how to do that. And it's on our website. At the bottom of every single page, you can find the instructions on how to sign up for Amazon Smile, which can be a little confusing because Amazon, to get there, you type in smile.amazon, but it's called Amazon Smile. Go figure. Anyway, they did that. We didn't do that. And now I have something really special to share with all of you. There is this worldwide phenomenon of something called the Jerusalem Dance Challenge. It's a dance that originated from a piece of music created in South Africa, and it has swept the world, all over the world, the Netherlands, Spain, France, the United States, you name it, all over the world. People are dancing to this, recording it and putting it on YouTube. I invite you all to check it out on YouTube. Just put in Jerusalem Dance Challenge. But it's incomplete without the Lago Vista Women's Club doing their part for the Jerusalem Dance Challenge. So get ready. Thanks to Carol Watson and Penny Brown and a bevy of wonderful dancers, we have our very own Jerusalem Dance Challenge. Take it away.
Jerusalem, ikhaya lami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Jerusalem, ikhaya lami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana, ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana, ilondoloze, dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana, ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana, ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Jerusalem, ikhaya lami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Jerusalem, ikhaya lami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana, ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Ilondoloze,
I hope you enjoyed that. I can't tell you how thrilled I was to get together with these wonderful ladies on a very cold morning down by Barquet to watch this come together. It was so exciting as we are now a part of a worldwide movement. Please look it up on YouTube. I think you'll be enchanted by the many people around the world who are dancing to this piece of music. And weren't they very special? Many thanks to all of them, especially Carol Watson and Penny Brown. Another expression of thanks is due to Lori Ingalls, who has worked diligently at getting Austin Acoustic Guitar to provide us with a very special Christmas program. It's filled with beautiful music from acoustic guitars in both English and Spanish, and some very beautiful songs that celebrate the season. And this is such a special season to so many of us that it was extremely appropriate. Thank you, Lori, and thank you, Austin Acoustic Guitar.
Well, hello everyone, and thank you so much for letting Austin Classical Guitar be part of your holiday celebrations. My name is Matt Hensley. For the past 24 years, I've been Executive Director of Austin Classical Guitar, and I know many of you are friends of mine, friends of ACG, and have shared music with us over the years. Sharing beauty and service through music is our great joy here at ACG. And I'm super excited to share today's program with you. Above all, I hope it brings you smiles and joy. Throughout the program, you'll hear from two very special artists on our team, Arnold Izaguirre and Claudia Chapa. Arnold is a great guitarist and is one of our teaching artists. Claudia is an amazing world-traveling opera singer, and both of them are on our Lullaby Project team. So let's hear some music. First up, we'll see a student performance that took place on March 7th in front of 1,000 people at our last live in-person event. This is one of my favorite moments from 2020 when guitarists and dancers from Lively Middle School got together and made something beautiful. These are 5th and 6th graders. Right after that, we'll hear a stirring performance of La Llorona by Arnold and Claudia, who were two of about 75 artists who made ofrendas, or offerings for loved ones who have passed away, during our October collaboration with Mexicarte Museum leading up to Dia de los Muertos. Enjoy.
Salías de un templo un día, llorona, cuando al pasar yo te vi. Salías de un templo un día, llorona, cuando al pasar yo te vi. Hermoso huipil llevabas, llorona, que la Virgen te creí. Hermoso huipil llevabas, llorona, que la Virgen te creí. No sé qué tienen las flores, llorona, las flores de un campo santo. No sé qué tienen las flores, llorona, las flores de un campo santo, que cuando las mueve el viento, llorona, parece que está llorando, que cuando las mueve el viento, llorona, parece que está llorando. Ay de mí, llorona, llorona de azul celeste. Ay de mí, llorona, llorona, llorona de azul celeste. No dejaré de quererte, llorona, aunque la vida me cueste. No dejaré de quererte, llorona, aunque la vida me cueste.
So beautiful. I love seeing those kids playing and dancing, and Claudia and Arnold made such a beautiful special ofrenda. We have many more ofrendas, by the way, on our Austin Classical Guitar YouTube page, so stop by if you'd like to experience some more of those beautiful tributes by members of our community. Next up, I couldn't resist sharing with you a special holiday greeting from our dear friend and flamenco superstar, Grisha. I know you'll love it. And after that, we'll hear a special rendition of Hard Candy Christmas by Arnold and Claudia, and they're going to go ahead and introduce that.
Hello, dear friends of Austin Classical Guitar. I hope you are staying healthy and finding reasons to smile every day. I'd like to play Zapateado and Re for you by Sabicas as a gift for the holidays. I hope you enjoy it. Happy holidays.
Hard Candy Christmas was written by Carol Hall for the Broadway musical The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. My favorite. The musical was then made into a movie starring the legendary Dolly Parton and Burt Reynolds. It's one of my favorite Christmas songs, even though it's not expressively a Christmas song. I think it's very hard for me to be able to listen to the song completely without being in like ugly crying mode. And so when we were given the opportunity to put a program together, I jumped at the chance to cover it. And so my lovely husband made the arrangement for it. So I hope you all enjoy our version of Hard Candy Christmas. Maybe I'll dye my hair. Maybe I'll move somewhere. Maybe I'll get a car. Maybe I'll drive so far that I'll lose track. Me, I'll bounce right back. Maybe I'll sleep real late. Maybe I'll lose some weight. Maybe I'll clear my junk. Maybe I'll just get drunk on apple wine. Me, I'll be just fine and dandy. Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through. Tomorrow, still I won't let sorrow bring me way down. I'll be fine and dandy. Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through. Tomorrow, still I won't let sorrow bring me way down. Hey, maybe I'll learn to sew. Maybe I'll just lie low. Maybe I'll hit the bars. Maybe I'll count the stars until dawn. Me, I will go on. Maybe I'll settle down. Maybe I'll just leave town. Maybe I'll have some fun. Maybe I'll meet someone and make him mine. Me, I'll be just fine and dandy. Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through. Tomorrow, still I won't let sorrow bring me way down. I'll be fine and dandy. Lord, it's like a hard candy Christmas. I'm barely getting through. Tomorrow, still I won't let sorrow bring me way down. I'll be fine. We'll
Oh, wow. That performance really gets me. Okay, the next feature that I'd like to share with you came actually from a few years ago, but I wanted to include it for you because it's just so special and I think gives a window into some of the work that we're doing in schools. This is a video from the time the great Pepe Romero sat with about 85 Austin ISD kids from our programs in about a dozen schools and made magic together playing Vivaldi. Incidentally, we've been doing weekly streaming performances this entire fall, and our very first guest artist was Pepe Romero, broadcasting from his living room in Southern California. That extraordinary evening, and it was extraordinary, is still available on our Austin Classical Guitar YouTube page if you'd like to see it. But here's Pepe from a few years ago with about 85 kids from Austin ISD. Oh, I just love that one so much. So we've reached the end of our program. We'll close with just two final selections from Arnold and Claudia. The first is a solo guitar piece by Arnold, and the second they will introduce and perform together. So I'll let that one be a surprise. Thank you so much for spending time with Austin Classical Guitar this holiday season. We treasure your friendship, and I hope this program has brought you joy. Happy holidays.
This song is very nostalgic for me. I have very few memories of my childhood that I can remember, but this song has some memories attached to it. So I remember an old house that we used to rent before we actually lived in our house now with my parents, and I remember driving in the car and listening to this song on the radio. So this song is very special to me. I've always loved it, and so when I found an arrangement for it for the solo guitar, I knew I had to do it. So I'm so glad to be able to share it with you all, and I'm so glad that I got to learn it for this, so I hope you enjoy.
3 reasons why Silent Night is so popular. 1, the well-written lyrics that paint beautiful, real images for everyone to imagine.
And 2, it's got a really simple accompaniment, 3 chords, so if you know the guitar, play the guitar, you can easily do it. And it's been said that it was written for the guitar. There was a priest that was looking for music during Christmas Eve, and the organ was broken, so all they had was on hand was a guitar.
And 3, the melody is simple but beautiful, and most people can sing it without any difficulty.
Noche de paz, noche de amor, todo duerme en derredor, entre los astros que esparcen su luz, ve anunciando al niñito Jesús. Brilla en la estrella de paz, brilla la estrella de paz. Noche de paz, noche de amor, todo duerme en derredor, sobre el santo niño Jesús. Una estrella esparce su luz, brilla sobre el rey, brilla sobre el rey.
Hope you enjoyed that. And many thanks to Lori Ingalls for coordinating that fabulous presentation. They really went the extra mile for us. Thank you. So I just want to remind everyone that next month we will have a very special presentation you won't want to miss. If you love children and horses, you'll want to see this one. We will have with us Melissa Corliss and some of her special guests, who is from Open My World Therapeutic Riding Center, one of the charities that we help to support. So you won't want to miss that. I'd also like to highlight the fact that we're not going to have the extra dinner offering that we usually have for the month of December due to Christmas, but it will be back in January, just like we will be back in January. And we have something extra special planned for that extra offering for the dinner meal in January. Stay tuned for the details on that. So now I just want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, and a great New Year, and may it be filled with peace, with promise, and with prosperity. Together, we shine brighter. See you in January.